Welcome, Deepa. How are you doing today?
Good, Tarnum. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. And first of all, thank you for agreeing to be on here and sharing your time with us. I know you have a very busy schedule and you work very hard. Apart from your work, you also volunteer a lot in the community. So I'll let you start with introducing yourself because I'd want people to know what you do and what is it that drives your passion.
First and foremost, thank you so much, Tarnum, for inviting me. It is a huge honor and privilege to be invited by a stalwart like yourselves.
Oh my God.
So thank you first and foremost. To describe myself, I'm very passionate about the community. When I say community, I'm very passionate about people, families, communities that bring us all together. So if I were to describe myself in 2 words, I would kind of say that I'm definitely a community activist. Keeping in mind that that's the passion that drives me. It's like unconditional love, connecting with different communities, feeling the sense of belongingness, because that's so important, and just being united and collectively bring upon a positive change. So I would consider myself there first than anything else. And if I were to go probe myself further, I have been a trained human resource professional, have been a recruiter, love meeting people, connecting with them, managed 2 companies. One is a non-for-profit, Myiesha Inc. Corporation, again, very much community-based. The other one is a media company. But today I will focus more on Myiesha, non-for-profit, because they're where my heart belongs. And it is something that is driven by passion towards people, passion towards women and children, passion towards the hopes, the souls, passion towards the drive towards the hunger. So this is where I feel myself. So
Well, I'm glad you spoke of Myiesha because I know you do a lot of community work through Myiesha, and not only with people directly, but also through your content and events and filmmaking. I do want to bring that up. I know you were doing a community-based film for women empowerment. Um, how has COVID-19 impacted you in your personal space, and if I may ask, your family or your professional space?
it's a very difficult question, especially in the situation where we are in. Um, when I will go both perils, personal and community again. Personally, you need to have the discipline, self-control, courage. Yes, you're a human being. Sometimes you feel anxious and panicky. That is okay. But then you need to gather all the courage and be self-centered first and foremost, to kind of shelter yourself so that you can help others. So personally, yes, we are all in control. It's a time to reflect, rejuvenate, and relish the blessings, priceless blessings of life, your family. We are homebound. We always have been, family being the central focus. So this is basically a forum where you can, reflect upon yourself, a chance to introspect where you followed, where you need to improve, what relations you need to bind, the chains of togetherness. So I would say, yes, things are going around, but we need to rekindle that flame of positivity. So we are doing it well, we are doing it together. And community-wise, yes, there's a lot of anxiousness, panicky, fear, uh, many other things going on. But together we have made a collective effort, and we are making relationships, huge relationships.
That's wonderful. So tell me more about, you said relationships, and you're talking about, I like that you spoke to discipline and staying motivated to be on track personally as well as with the things that we do in the community. Tell me about new relationships that you've built, or how have your relationships or you yourself been contributing to the response to these uncertain times that we are in at the moment?
A wonderful question. Now, when I say relationships, this is like testing the waters. Now, all the relationships and the connections that one has made over the years come to play. Now, I am in a situation where I'm doing a lot of coordination with food banks, grocery stores, people, sanitizers, distilleries, hotels, name it, name it. And we are like actually going and asking businesses to revamp their thoughts, because most of the businesses are closing down, the regular businesses, but then we are becoming innovative, creative to serve the community. And one of the new relationships that I have made, and I'm so proud to mention them on this interview, is a group of volunteers from different peripherals, from the healthcare professionals. Some of them are doctors, nurses, name what, who have come together, and they are called Angels for Relief COVID-19. This group is continuously working 24/7 in helping people who are in need of food, in need of shelter, in need of groceries, in need of sanitizers, gloves, masks, name it. And
how are they doing it? They are providing it?
They are
going in and stopping, or what's the mode that they're adopted?
So technically, we are again bringing food, getting food from donations from businesses. We help put together a safety kit for the volunteers, dropping the deliveries of groceries to their, people who are asking them, right, instead of them coming and picking up because of the social distancing, and yet helping the families because of the scarcity of masks. Some of the ladies and the group have come together to sew masks, so that we can provide to families in need, especially sanitizers. Seniors. Now, again, I did contact the distillery, and we got 10 sanitizers for a building of senior people. And again, we coordinated with them, and they, coordinated with the distilleries, and the distilleries dropped them in front of the building. So again, it's a chain effect.
Wow. That's something too, and I know how hard it is to find sanitizers at this point. They're not available. For you to have reached out and have identified distilleries who were willing to do that, that's commendable. And seniors are definitely, at the moment, they are a vulnerable population, and I mean, this is kudos, certainly, to people who were willing to respond to your ask as well, and to you for thinking of this. Tell me, I know you've spoken to relationships, and you've mentioned so many that are helping you. Would you be able to identify one act of kindness, or one person who stood out in this time for you and was outstanding in the way they responded? Is there somebody that you would like to, and you don't have to say the name, I'm not looking for names, you just the act, and what did they do?
Again, I would reflect to this newly relationship I've made. Mind you, they are young people. I've not met them. All I did was just pick up their phone and called. First is the distillery. I mean, all I did is just kind of call and say, listen, would you like to make some hand sanitizers? We are getting short. There was this gentleman I would mention the distillery. It's called Reed Distillery in Toronto. And I reached out to him, the manufacturing line, and he said, can I call you in 15 minutes? Then he had somebody call me, and later I understand that he's one of the senior management guys. And then when I requested, and I was totally desperate, oh guys, give me a break, we need to find some sanitizers. And these people said, okay, fine, we will help you. Now I come back to them and say, listen, I want 230 sanitizers for so many people. And they said, the list is long. We are in under production for the EMS and the hospitals right now, but follow us in 2 weeks' time. Every process was so calm, controlled.
Yeah, I hear you. And again, speaking to that, I mean, everybody's doing whatever they can, whether it's cash, kind, with their time, with their actions, with intent. And that is where this series came about, um, where there are so many experts and community advocates and community ambassadors and champions who are giving their time freely, just like you are today, to give tips and ideas to everybody who's engaging with us, and they can learn that just one from your example, that you picked up the phone and you called, and maybe it might not have happened in the first call itself, but you don't stop, and you found a way to get those hand sanitizers, and you managed to build relationships despite staying at home. So to your point, where there's a will, there's a way. So if people take action, people are willing to act on their intent, things are possible. And again, as I said, there's a series of interviews that are going to happen, and this is a part of that good gesture that so many of Canadians, as well as people from across the globe, are coming together to give in this time, which is a bit testing. So if there was one tip that you wanted to share, or more tips if you wanted to share, what would that be to keep your spirit up and to motivate people around you?
Stay calm, stay positive. All good is coming. This too will pass.
Oh my God, that's just so nice. I was just saying that to someone this morning. This too shall pass. I mean, we have been through worse times, and we have been through times which seemed gloomy. Now with the advancement of science and technology and everything, there is much more hope. So we will sail through this as well, right? If you were given a magic wand, what would be one wish that you would ask? And this has to be for yourself, because yes, I know you do so much for everyone around you. It's important to start with self, and self-care is a part of it. Self-care is a part of mindfulness. So what would be that one ask that you would ask from that magic wand for yourself?
For myself, very difficult question, but I really want to see children across the world smiling.
No, that's fine. No, you have to be fair. Talk about yourself. What is it that you would want for yourself? Because yes, we all have in our hearts so much, and I know you are a very giving person, but tell me something that you would want for yourself.
This is actually a very difficult question. I did not think about that coming in.
I knew that.
I really didn't think about, but I love people. I really hope that this spirit, this burn, this passion never dies.
That's wonderful. So you're asking that you continue to give and you continue to love selflessly. So that's so beautiful. That's just so beautiful. Thank you for that answer. What would be your message to our listeners, our viewers? What is it that you would want them to continue doing, or what is it that you would like to see happen?
I would say serve humanity. This is the time. If you are able to donate anything at all, do it now. what we see in our cushion world is so different from the other world that some of us have the opportunity to experience. So if you can, just do it. Like, there is no different separation between lives. We feel the same. No color, no races, no religion. Serve humanity with all your strength, ability, and your heart. Keep going.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you for that message. That's so wonderful. And would you like to say anything regarding, because you did mention that you have done recruitment, is there any message for you? Because we have experienced a lot of layoffs at this time. What is your message for people who are going through employment challenges or having a hard time to put food on the table? It's we have families, we are in challenging times. So is there something that you'd like to tell them?
At this point, there are two ways of dealing with the situation. One is with grievance, with regrets, with sorrows. The other one with hopes, strengths, ability, belief. You are the best and you can do it. This is just a phase. This will pass. This is time to reflect and see how creative you are. Mm-hmm. If you are, wanting to start a social entrepreneurship, perhaps this is the time now you make a business plan. You're at home. So diversify your abilities, your strengths, your expertise, instead of thinking that you lost a job. There are many avenues that will come up. It's time for you to reflect and make an analysis where your strengths lie and be positive. You will keep going. Nothing is going to stop you. And, you will get your, I know that it's a difficult time. We all have to survive. And, many of us have layoffs, but then, you will be getting financial assistance. But nevertheless, don't lose yourself. Don't lose your hopes and your belief and the trust in yourself. You will be there.
So eventually things will happen. What I hear is continue to look inside, reflect, identify your strengths, and put your action plan together as to what steps you need to follow for the future. When things are better, when things start happening, prepare, right? Preparing for the change to happen and taking it from there. What we do experience is within communities, when times get tough, there are other elements that try to take advantage of the situation. I have heard of instances where people have either been manipulated or have experienced certain criminal activity. So make sure that while you are doing the work you're doing, you're also staying safe.
Oh yes, for sure. I did receive a couple of scam calls too. Oh. Just for you. People called me from Florida. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, well, why are you calling from Florida? So you're right. We will have different kind of things going on, but then my intentions are to post the right post so that people can have access. That's basically the idea. But you're absolutely right. So many things happen. Yeah. See, it's like one needs to be safe. One needs to be careful.
Yes.
And to stay safe, stay home.
With that, I'll call this a wrap. Thank you again. You also stay safe. And once again, thank you for your time.
Please make sure to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell to keep updated with all our videos. Thank you.